the lockup. We have some of the greats back. And it feels good because after the last season of Love After Lockup, we need this. We need all the shenanigans. We need all of the melee. We need all of the drinking. We need all of the fighting. We need all of it. And you brought it. Child! Let's talk about it. All right, now I cannot start off with no one but Andrea and Lamar. Now, let's get together, friends. So we have Andrea. Andrea is in Utah and her friends are having a little gathering. One of her friends had a baby and they're having a little sip and see. A sip and see is where you go visit the baby and you have like hors d'oeuvres and something to drink and you know, you just visit up with your friends. Really, it's just a function to eat and drink. There's just a baby involved. That's all that is. So of course the friends, you know, they're asking about, you know, Lamar. Okay, Andrea let it be known that she's sick of it. She's sick of LA. She said LA is violent. I am more comfortable here in Utah. So Lamar is in LA, Mr. Menace to Society. Okay? And Andrea is in Utah. She says that they are separated. Okay? And she's hurt by that. She also says that Lamar was better at being a father than a husband. That's what she said. Okay? So, of course, the friend is going on and is like, listen, you know, this is just a hot mess. Okay? He living in LA, you living in Utah, y'all just need to just go ahead and get a divorce. But let's just break it on down because Andrea says she has a secret. Okay, now her daughter, Priscilla, she's 5 years old. And she carried on a 7-year relationship with Lamar in prison. He was in prison 7 years of their relationship. Now she says Priscilla's is Lamar's. So of course the friends was like, oh, so y'all had a conjugal visit. And so she was like, no. You can only be married to have a conjugal visit, all right? And so that one friend, what's her name, that black girl, she was like, oh yeah, they had a conjugal visit. That white girl said, no, they ain't married, girl. And so the black girl was like, oh my God, that's right. She was like, tell me now. Honey, that was me written all over it, child. I was like, girl, what is going on? So Andrea says, you don't need conjugal visits. You don't need to be married to break that back. The only thing you need is a closet. Come to find out that they done had penitentiary closet sex. If y'all don't go somewhere and play in heavy traffic, what is going on? How them two fit in a closet? Can you imagine amongst the mop buckets and the mops and the brooms and the duster and the trash bags, these two up in here trying to have penitentiary closet sex? Honey, I bet you Lamar was like, girl, if you don't get that leg out, move over here, move up, get that right here, put that leg up right here it is, right there it is, that's it, stay right there, there it is. If this season is anything like the very first episode, y'all better be ready. That's all I'm saying. You better be ready. So, after the friends was astonished in disbelief by this whole, you know, penitentiary closet sex, this is how you conceive your child. That's what her friend said. Her friend said, you conceived your child up in a closet? She said, disgusting. Ridiculous. Is that what it is? Of course, Audra, she sat there and she's just saying that, she don't really know where the relationship stands. Of course, she wants to be with Lamar, but she cannot live that life, in LA. Child, these two, honey. Oh, boy, did I miss them. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about Latino Heat and Brittany. All right, if y'all knew, that's what I call Marcelino. I call him Latino Heat. All right, out of everyone on this show ever in history, Latino Heat and Brittany are the only ones I ever root for. I really like them, and I hope they can, stick it through, stick together. So we have Brittany and Latino Heat. They are at the doctor, and we learned that she is pregnant. I mean, she's pregnant. How far did she say she was? How did she look big? So anyway, they are going to have another baby. All right. She says that she has 5 kids. As we know, I think 3 of the kids got taken away from her. So anyway, I think that's going to be a part of their story. I think she's going to go on a journey to try to connect or reconnect with her children that she gave up, for adoption. She's saying that we got a whole bunch of kids that we have to look out for. And finances, they're not that great. So I also think that their financial strain is going to, play a part in their, relationship. We also learned that they have 100% custody of Giovanni. And honey, Tito, his visitation has been suspended, child. Y'all remember when Tito and Latino Heat got to fighting? Child, I guess Latino Heat hit him upside the head, child. It was like, I'm done with you. All right? You're going to go nowhere near Giovanni. So Tito lost that battle. Lost the battle. It was a real cute scene. They're telling Giovanni that, that he's about to have a brother or a sister, and Giovanni's just cute. They are a cute family, and I am rooting for those two. Let's move on. Let's talk about the trio of fools. So we have Michael looking real dry. His skin looked dry. His hair looked dry. I thought he knew how to braid. Y'all remember when he first got out of the penitentiary and he had those prison braids, child? Come to find out he braided his own hair. Please do it again, Michael. Please. Hit that scalp right there with a little oil sheen. That's all you need. So his hair dry, lips dry, face dry, hands dry. Everything about him is dry. And I really do wish he would put some weight on. Ooh, he loves him. So he's in the car, and he is on his way to Texas to see Megan. But before we get to him and Megan, he gets a phone call. He is in a full-blown conversation with some woman. Now, he's on his way to see Megan. And he's in a car talking to a woman. Lied. Just lied. Talking about he at work. Oh. It ain't even been 30 seconds, and he already lied to this mysterious woman. And so the producer was like, that don't sound like Megan. Is that Megan? And he was like, no. He said she called, at a bad time. At a bad time. So, he knocks on the door. He looks like a child who's just going to see his girlfriend, didn't he? Megan comes out. Oh my God, what are you doing here? Let's get away from the house. I don't want my dad to know you here. So she was like, what are you doing here? He was like, I just want to, surprise you. Them two are just like a bad after school special, ain't they? They are just sad. Just sad. So of course, he brings up that the papers have been signed. Okay, him and Sarah are in the process of getting a divorce, and he just want to know, what's going on with them two. He also brings up, when Megan was with his homeboy when he was in jail. He has a nerve. Y'all remember that? And so Megan was like, oh, pump your brakes. Okay, I'm happy that you and Sarah are going through y'all's little separation, but I need to know that you true to this. I need to know that what you're saying is solid. Okay, I'm not just gonna jump into this relationship just because you done signed some papers. That's amazing. Okay, Megan. Okay, so he was looking at her up and down. He was like, oh, what's going on here? Where are you going? And so she was like, oh, I'm meeting up with my best friend for dinner. You want to go? And so he was like, you want me to go? And she was like, sure. So later on, they meet up with her friend. Is his name B? I like him, honey. He was, he ain't about Michael. He don't like Michael. He want Michael to know that he don't like him. And he was just about it. So, of course, he's asking Michael about, what are you doing here with Megan? Okay? You ain't nothing but full of lies, all right? Did you or did you not tell her you were married? Okay? Here's Michael fumbling over his own tongue. He couldn't get out a straight answer. And he was like, well, did you tell her that you was married? And so here's Michael. Michael was like, she found out. I told her. He was like, okay, when did you tell her? And here's Michael. That's not even relevant. Michael says, when I told her, it's not even relevant. Just know I told her. And so he was like, oh, okay. Oh, all right. It still don't make it right. And then the friend B calls Michael forehead. Oh my God. Oh. Forehead. And honey, that got Michael hot. He done called this boy the N-word. He was like, you don't even know me. This boy don't even know me. This N don't even know me. Honey, he don't have to know you to know that you ain't shit. I don't know you, and I know you ain't that. Okay? I know that you ain't crap, and I ain't never met you. You were literally in a car talking to a woman, lying to this woman, talking about you at work, and then you meet up with Megan. Michael, please. So we have Sarah. Of course, Sarah's home with the 2 kids, while Michael is in another state lying and getting booty, trying to justify his actions to someone he don't even know who called him forehead. That's his life. That's Michael's life. Okay, so Sarah is with the 2 adorable children. And so Sarah is saying, yes, we are separated. And, that's that on that. The only thing I'm thinking about now is taking care of these children. All right? Michael is doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. And then the oldest daughter, she asked the oldest daughter, does she want to, talk to her dad? And of course the oldest daughter won't to, so she calls. Of course there's no answer. And so Sarah and the oldest daughter did a little role play with each other. And how sad is that? Just sad. I mean, I see right now, y'all, the trio of fools have not missed a beat. They have not missed a beat. I'm telling you, it's going to be something this season. All right, let's move on. I'm going to make it short and sweet, I guess. We have Lacey and Shane. Shane ready to have kids, y'all. Shane is ready to have babies because, as you know, him and Lacey are married. He don't have children, so he wants children with Lacey. Well, Lacey had her tubes tied. Okay. She said, I will never ever have kids again, but yet here we are in the doctor's office talking about untying her tube and Shane having fun in a cup. That's what they talking about. Okay? All right. So, the doctor's asking him all kinds of questions. And so she says, okay, how many times a day do you have sex? Shane said 5 to 10 times a day. The doctor said, excuse me, who has that much time? You ain't got no job. Check. He ain't got no job, child. Of course he don't have no job. Now Lacey got a job. Shane don't have a job. So of course he's like a rabbit. He's ready to get busy anytime. Now my question is, Lacey got a job? She got time to be having sex 5, 10 times a day? Lacey just going to work bow-legged. Hi guys. Got an ice pack between her thighs. If she don't keep them legs shut. What's wrong with you? So they're going through the whole process of having kids. Lacey, you better keep your legs shut. And you better keep those tubes tied. And this is why. So we have Lacey and Shane. All right. Now they need a bigger house because, you know, they having kids. So of course they're moving and packing and they got movers. Meanwhile, Shane is picking up a pillow and a box or something like that, a blanket. He doing all that and drinking. Lacey said, it ain't even in the afternoon and you already drinking? Honey, Shane is throwing back the alcohol. And of course, Lacey was like, oh Lord, he's drinking already. He ain't got no job. I'm paying all the bills. I paid for the movers. And see, that started an argument between Lacey and Shane. You arguing before you even get into the house that Lacey, you said you paid for. You paying the bills, you paying the movers, you paying for the house, you paying for that alcohol he drinking, paying for the cigarettes. Okay? But hey, you married him. You knew he didn't have no job. And then you done bought a house with this man. You at the doctor talk about you want to have kids with this man. Okay? Here's Shane. Shane said, well, listen, you know, I'm a felon. It's going to be a little hard for me to find a job. Okay? So you might as well just deal with it. So Shane is outside talking to the movers, doing absolutely nothing but standing, talking, and drinking. Meanwhile, Lacey is inside trying to reach John. Y'all didn't forget about John, did you? That's her ex. Okay. Now, John sent her a whole bunch of texts. Okay. So she's worried about him. He done told her that he done had chest pains and he's depressed. And so she is worried. So she is nonstop calling his phone. She says, listen, yes, I broke his heart. The last time I talked to him was our wedding day, me and Shane's wedding. But we're still friends. I don't want anything bad to happen to him. And I'm worried about him. You know, he's an addict and he's depressed. I mean, what if he's up in there getting high? What if he's dead? So she calls her homegirl. And her homegirl was like, listen, he's done this before. Okay? You've been worried about him before and he's fine. And so Lacey was like, yeah, I know, but I still don't want anything, you know, to happen to him. Again, friends, Lacey's married. They moved into a new house with her husband, Shane. And she talking about untying her tubes for him. And she calling her ex to make sure he all right. I'm telling you, these three, it's going to be something else. Guaranteed. Let's move on. Friends, last and least, let's talk about Angela and Tony. So we have Angela. She's pulling an Angela Bassett from Waiting to Exhale. Instead of a car, she got some clothes and some cards and letters, whatever Tony has given her. Okay? She done set it aflame. Honey, she mad, y'all. She mad. You know why she mad? Because she went through his phone again and found out that he's been going to the motel fornicating. Child, she says that he up in there running some type of prostitution or drug ring. That's what she said. She said that for payment of the room, the women is giving up the booty. That's what she said. Okay? That's what she said. So she's fed up. She is done. Okay? How dare he? Now, she let this man leave, and I assume that he went to work, he went to work, right, y'all? On the motorcycle that she bought him. So she let this man leave, and honey, she see that she's been mad all day. So he showed up, and he was like, honey, I'm home, and I had a hard day. Can I get a hug? She was like, no, you ain't getting no hug. Honey, she has smoked 2 packs in that day. Y'all see all them cigarettes? I said, Lord, have mercy. Ooh. What that trailer smell like, y'all? Just what does it smell like? Anyway, so she says, oh no, there ain't gonna be no hug. I found out some things. I went through your phone. Let's talk about it. Okay? So he was like, well, what's going on? So she says, I went through your phone. And he was like, oh my gosh. She was like, oh yes. Okay? This is what's about to happen. You're going to get your stuff. And you're going to get out. Get to stepping. And so he was like, you are blowing this way out of proportion. I don't even know these women. These women are my friends. I didn't touch these women. Ain't nothing going on with these women. Won't you calm down? And she was like, I'm telling you right now, get out. Okay? Get your stuff and get out. I'm not putting up with it. Here's your raggedy $1.99 ring, and I don't need you. I don't want you. And get out. So here he is, of course. He said that these women mean nothing to him and that they're just friends. And so here's Angela. Angela said, okay, all right. And so he says, listen, this is where, my parole is. Okay, I have to stay here. I'm going to give her a little bit of time to calm down and it'll be okay. I don't have anywhere to go. Honey, Angela picked up that big pamphlet that she calls cell phone, honey, and she went, she was like Miss Brandy. And honey, when I tell you, she done called this girl, and she was like, hello. Angela said, Miss Brandy, this is his woman, okay? I'm kicking him out. You can have him. And honey, Miss Brandy said, okay. Honey, Miss Brandy said, bring him over. Come on over, baby. I'm like, what Miss Brandy looking like? What does Miss Brandy look like, y'all? I mean, she wants him to come over, child. I said, Lord, have mercy. So, of course, back and forth, and Tony finally leaves. Honey, she was tossing things, telling him to get out, and she was like, it's over. Honey, he gets on his motorcycle, and he leaves. And she says, thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Now, as we see in the upcoming shows, they're drinking champagne, they're kissy, huggy. Listen, Angela and Tony is a whole mess. Again, Angela is a mental health therapist. And that's it, friends. That is it. What did you all think of Life After Lockup Episode 1? I thought it was pretty daggone good. Okay? Real good. Let's talk about it down below. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye!